everybody, it's Greg from Concord 9th. Really excited about our September 9th, 2016 product release. We have 3 product bundles coming out in September, 2 of which are going to be featured in this video today. The products that are going to be featured, the first one is Christmas Cottage bundle, and you can see it's right here. It comes with a 4x6 stamp set and a die set that creates beautiful, like a beautiful winter scene. I'll give you a quick sneak of the product, or the project that Angie put together. You can see it makes these really fun pop-up cards, and I'll share some more about that with you in a second. But you can see it's a really large die set. And then the second of the 2 bundles that I want to talk about in this video is called Holy Night, and I seem to have misplaced. There is a large die similar to what was in Christmas Cottage, but instead of creating this type of curve, it will create more of just a rounded curve. But just know that that comes in this as well, and it comes with a 4x4 stamp set, and this creates a really neat nativity scene. So like we try to always do with our tools at Concord 9th, we like to try to innovate as much as possible around an idea and think, is there another way that we could get some mileage out of a specific product. And so you can see here we used the same 2 die sets to create 2 different end uses. One creates a standard card. These dies cut out perfectly at 4 1/4, so they fit perfectly on a card front. But then we thought, wouldn't it be neat if we could make these so that it can create a 3-dimensional kind of pop-up keepsake type card. And you can see that these fold down flat, and so I'll pull back out this project that Angie has made. It folds down flat, and it actually fits perfectly in a standard size envelope. So you can mail these little keepsake pop-up cards to somebody, and then it would be a really fun way to receive a Christmas or winter greeting. And then they just open that up, and they can pop that on their mantle or on their desk or anywhere, just as a fun keepsake from you. So the purpose of this video today is to explain how to assemble one of these cards, and I'm going to show you how to do this with the Christmas Cottage bundle, but know that the same concept applies when you're using the Holy Night dies. So first I want to show you the size of the pieces of paper that you're going to need. This is for Christmas Cottage, and you can see you're going to need 4 different pieces of paper cut to these dimensions. I do have the dimensions right here for Holy Night. Again, I'm just going to be showing Christmas Cottage in this video, but we will put these up as PDFs so that, and it will be on our product page so that you can have them to reference when you're using the product. So again, right here we have Christmas Cottage dimensions, and I've already pre-cut these beforehand. So you can see I have my panels here. I cut these 3 in white, and then this one in kind of this fun blue color, blue-green, just so that you can see the contrast. So I would just going to show you real quick how you would line these up. If you're familiar with our Hugs and Thanks card dies, it's a very similar concept where you want to have the dies, when you're laying them on your piece of paper, just run past the edge of the paper just slightly so you can make sure you get a full cut. And then you also want to make sure, this is not precise measurement, you don't need to be super precise, but you want to make sure you have roughly the same amount of space between the die and the bottom of the paper. And just, it'll make it easier for assembly. But then the next one, that is a 3" by 5" piece of paper, and you can see I'm just basically letting the top of my die almost touch the top of that piece of paper again, just having them run off evenly on both sides. And then the last one is the little cottage or cabin piece. And what I would do is, if you're worried about them shifting at all when you're running it through your big shot machine, just tack that down with a piece of Post-it or some repositionable tape, and that simply that gives you, that basically is ready to cut. And then I can show you right here. Oh, and then you would also, with this background surround piece, do the same thing. This one's cut to 6 3/4 by 4 1/4, and again, eyeballing it, but having the same amount of space from the top to the edge of your die, and then running off evenly on both sides. And run that all through your big shot, and I'm going to clear this off and show you what those look like. And I love the detail that you get out of these. Now you can see I've already scored and folded these little tabs on the edge, but I wanted to use this piece as to show you. The dies have a tiny little notch in that blade, and that's right at 4 1/4. So whether you're doing this on a card front, that notch will help you know exactly where to trim that down for a card front. But it's also has a secondary purpose, because that notch is really there to help you know exactly where to fold to create these tabs, and that notch really naturally makes the paper want to break down right there along where you want to fold it. And if you're worried about not being able to fold it real precise, you can get your trimmer or scoring tool out, and you can score a line down those sides, especially on something larger like this where you have a big fold. You can get out a scoring tool and score down the edge so you get it nice and crisp. But right where those little notches are cut, you're going to fold on each of these pieces. So you can see I've pre-folded these 3 pieces. And now it's pretty much ready for assembly. So the first thing you're going to do is take your back layer, which is the tree line, and you're going to want to use a strong tape. This Sukwang or Extreme Tombow both seem to work really well. Just, you want something that's very permanent. And then what I do is, with that back layer on one side, you're going to assemble one side first. Okay? So you can see I just taped that down right along the edge, right along that score line. And then I'm going to take my next layer, and that's the Cottage. And again, I'm going to apply some of that adhesive, and aligning the bottom and the sides, do the same exact thing. And you're going to do that with all 3 of those layers. So the last layer is the single tree, and just gonna go like that, and then you can see now it's flat, and you want to make sure it stays flat so that this can be easily mailed to somebody. And then now what I'm going to do on this other side is apply adhesive to each of these little tabs, and then what you're going to do is just fold over that tab, and you can see that it still remains flat, but then it pops right up and creates your 3-dimensional card. And I'm going to just show you real quick. This is the Holy Night version, so you can see that both have a very unique look, but the application, the way that you would go about making either of these would be the same. 3 layers inside that background where you just tape down those tabs. And again, these cards were made, I didn't have to cut measure anything. I just used those little tiny notches that show you where the tabs are to create the three-dimensional pop-up version. I just cut those tabs off on each of these, and it fits perfectly on a card front. Again, I'll show you how this one incorporated the stamp set. Angie made this beautiful sample, and you can see there's actually extra little die pieces used, and these dies right here come with the Christmas Cottage set. You can see you have a snow-capped rooftop, a moon, a cloud. The cloud can be cut out of vellum and be used as a little smokestack or a smoke billow coming out of the chimney. We have a little fence, and then Happy Holidays. And then with the Holy Night set, you get the Star of Bethlehem and a large Noel that can really accent any of your projects. The stamp sets, the Christmas Cottage one comes with more imagery that builds out the scene, and then the Holy Night stamp set we decided to keep a little more simple because we liked the silhouette of Mary and the baby Jesus with the stable, and so we liked keeping the silhouette really clean, but we provided you with some really nice sophisticated looking scripture verses and Christmas carol words and things so that you can dress up your card a little bit. Thanks for joining me today. Hopefully you found this video instructional and helpful. We're really excited to see what you come up with using these products that have been featured. We have a lot of inspiration available on our website, so please go and check out our shop and our Instagram, where you can see other inspiration and other takes on how to use these products. We have guest designers this month that will be featuring these products as well, and you'll want to check that out. And if you're not following us currently on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, be sure to check us out at Concord 9th. And we also maintain a blog on our website, so you can check that out as well. And we're just really excited to see what you come up with. Again, thanks for being with me today.